Good evening once again, everyone. We're coming to you from the Upper Deck Sports Center in Pasig City as we bring you the 26th EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League presented by Smart Sports, co-presented by Puso Pilipinas, also brought to you by Feel Great System, Frankie's New York Buffalo Wings, Jerry's Grill, Titan, Blue Fire LPG, and Star Margarine. Organized by Kings of the Court and Sports Plus PH in partnership with the LaSalle Green Hills Alumni Association. In our final game of the day here at the East Court of the Upper Deck Sports Center, Jimini Whole Pizza, wearing the white tops with the black shorts, taking on 6 Eyes in the all-black kits with green and white trim. My name is Diego Da Paz, bringing you the action from courtside for the final time tonight. Jimini Whole Pizza 2-0 in their group, heading into the final stretch of window 1. They're currently holding a 2-0 record, while 6 Eyes splitting their initial 2 assignments here in the tournament. And we are now underway with our final game of the evening, with 6 Eyes getting first crack at the basket, taking it and making it. Beal missing that 3-pointer from the right elbow. 2-0 start here for 6 Eyes. 16 on the shot clock. Daniel Cruz missing from the short corner. Now here comes the attack by Jordan Beal. Beal had the ball tapped by Bailey Akot. 1 minute down here in the first quarter. Tamayo airballs that jumper and goes out of bounds. 6 Eyes coming off that victory against Darwin in a one-sided, lopsided affair, 78-42, last March 29. That's Robert Munsayak missing that 3-point attempt, and now Jordan Beal setting up the table here for 6 Eyes. Hands it off to Mabaza. Now they go to the corner. Tamayo downstairs, but his path blocked by 2 white shirts. Shot clock down to 8. Baseline J rattles out. Rebound secured by Jimini Whole Pizza. That's Bafi Akot. And there's a foul called against 6 Eyes. There will be 2 free throws right here for Joshua Boo. He's the leading scorer this season for Jimini Whole Pizza, 12 points per ball game, together with 6.5 rebounds, 3 assists as well, together with 2 steals. A split from the foul line keeps 6 Eyes in the lead. Beal double teamed, makes the release pass, finds its way to Jerry Rabano. Extra pass, nice find to Kenneth Tamayo at the left dunker spot. Now Boo attacking. Give it up here to Akot and throws the ball away. It's a 4-1 lead here for 6 Eyes over Jimini Whole Pizza. Six Eyes trying to set up their offense. Now they go to Beal at the left wing. Beal hounded here. Beal spins, puts up the shot. Too sharp. Bafi Akot with the rebound and pushing the tempo. 17 on the shot clock. Daniel Cruz misses the 3. Defensive rebound won by Kenneth Tamayo. 6 Eyes trying to go to their offense quickly. They go to Julian Soloria. Soloria decides to pull back. No numbers for 6 Eyes. Shot clock down to 12 for Beal. Beal spins again, lost his footing. And there's a kickball violation called against Bailey Akot. It will be a fresh 14 on the shot clock for 6 Eyes. .12 on the shot clock now for Soloria. Soloria goes downhill. Had the door shot on him by Daniel Cruz. 4 to shoot. And that's a traveling violation called on Aaron Mabaza. He shuffled his feet like a deck of cards and the officials caught it. Jimini Whole Pizza could try to tie this ball game with a 3 or at least come within 1. Turnaround shot missed by Bafi Akot. Beal attacking right. Beal lost control, throws the ball away. Joshua Boo drops it off, but that ball a little too sharp for Bafi Akot to handle. 4 minutes down, 6 to go here in the first. Julian Soloria, isolation play, goes downhill, kicks it out to Beal. Beal with 10 on the shot clock, uses that screen by Tamayo. Beal rises for the jumper from inside the keyhole to make it a 6-1 ball game for Six Eyes. Jimini Whole Pizza has not yet scored a field goal in this ball game so far. 15 on the shot clock. Cruz from the right wing, still couldn't find the bottom. Second try and Bafi Akot finally opens the scoring for Jimini Whole Pizza from the field. 6-3 count. Jimini Whole Pizza cutting their deficit in half. Julian Soloria hounded. Steal completed by Daniel Cruz. Forward pass a little too strong for Joshua Boo to capture. Ceasefire on the floor with 4 minutes and 51 remaining here in the first period as we take a look at this EcoOil replay. That shot from down low, courtesy of Bafi Akot to open the scoring for Jimini Whole Pizza from the field. We'll be right back. Once again, a pleasant good evening to one and all, watching wherever you are around the world, and of course on our different platforms, especially on pusop.com, your game, your community. Six Eyes leading by 3 against Jimini Whole Pizza in this battle in the 39 and below recreational division. This part, of course, of Group 9 in our Window 1. So the last assignment for both of these teams before the second reclassification here in the 26 EcoOil 1 Salle Alumni Basketball League, presented by Smart Sports and co-presented by Puso Pilipinas. Monsayak goes downhill and takes and makes the floater from just outside that restricted semicircle. Jimini Whole Pizza down by 1 against Six Eyes, 6-5. Mabaza sends it back out to Beal, calling for the clear out. Totally marked here by Monsayak. Beal gets away and finishes with the right. Six Eyes extends their lead to 3 points, 8-5. Oh, what a play! Nice find to Joshua Lawrence, feeding the big man down low for the hoop. The harm, the 3-point play the hard way. The bonus free throw for Lawrence could tie this ball game up at 8. Lawrence short on the bonus. Now Aaron Mabaza. Give it up here to Rabano. Early on in the shot clock here for Six Eyes. They go to Rabano. Still trying to find the opening here. Tamayo sends it down low. They kick it out to Beal. Beal with 8 on the shot clock. The kick out pass to Julian Soloria. Oh, and what a find by Soloria on that open area, taking advantage of that hole on the Jimini Whole Pizza defense. Under 3 to go here in the opening period. De Castro misses that 3. Beal with a heads-up play, And Six Eyes off and running. Mabaza tried to give it off to Beal, but a great read by the Jimini Whole Pizza defense. Sean De Castro airballs the three. Munsayak with the recovery off that airball and the putback. And Jimini Whole Pizza down by 1 against Six Eyes. 2 minutes and 34 left here in the first period as we take a look at that EcoOil replay of that drive to the hole by Julian Soloria. We'll be back in a moment. We are down to the final 2 minutes and 34 seconds of the first quarter of action. It's been an entertaining battle between Six Eyes and Jimini Whole Pizza. So far in this one, 1 point advantage for Six Eyes, heading to the final 2 minutes of the opening frame. Helter Skelter, last few sequences here for both teams off that timeout. And Munsayak buries the triple from the left wing. And Jimini Whole Pizza gains the lead, but the referees rule it as a long two, 11-10. Burgos, left wing three, short for Jan Celis. Munsayak, rack attack. Oh, what a step through to the finish! Robert Munsayak with a highlight reel play. Jimini Whole Pizza has now opened up a 3-point advantage. This one for the tie. And it's no good for Franco Gallardo. They go downstairs. Lawrence makes it a 5-point ball game for Jimini Whole Pizza, 15-10. A minute and 17 left here in the first period. Julian Soloria gave it up here to Jose Burgos. Burgos, they go downstairs to Gallardo, but picked away by Jimini Whole Pizza. Counter steal. Gallardo gets rejected by Joshua Lawrence. Munsayak steps into a three. Bang! Bang! Boom! 18-10 for Jimini Whole Pizza as they go on a run here to end this first quarter. Gallardo, post-up move, too strong, down low. It's a 15-second difference between game and shot clock. Possibly the last possession for the quarter for Jimini Whole Pizza. They get a second crack at the basket. And there's a foul called as Anton Santos tried to step on the baseline. Instead, he gets called for a blocking foul. Shot clock at 14. 6 seconds difference now between game and shot clock for Jimini Whole Pizza. Munsayak missing that heat check three. 10 seconds left. Shot clock is off for Six Eyes. They go to Gallardo. Steps into a three. Left it short. And that will end first quarter of action. Jimini Whole Pizza takes the lead over Six Eyes, 18-10. As we take a look at our EcoOil replay. And that was Robert Munsayak entering his bing, bang, boom moment. We'll be back with the second quarter of action. This is the 26th EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League presented by Smart Sports and co-presented by Puso Pilipinas. Also brought to you by Feel Great System, Frankie's New York Buffalo Wings, Jerry's Grill, Titan, Blue Fire LPG, and Star Margarine. Organized by Kings of the Court and Sports Plus PH in partnership with the LaSalle Green Hills Alumni Association. Second quarter of action now underway here inside the Upper Deck Sports Center in Pasig City. Jimini Whole Pizza taking the advantage away from 6 Eyes, 18-10 after 1. My name is Diego Del Paz, bringing you the action for one final time tonight. Cruz, baseline drive, steps sideways and evades the 6 Eyes defense and makes the floater a new big lead for Jimini Whole Pizza, 20-10. Franco Gallardo all alone downstairs. 6 Eyes down 8. A minute down here in the second quarter. Jimini Whole Pizza slowing things down. Joshua Boo from the free throw line, too strong. Offensive rebound, Antonio Yang sends it out to De Castro. Back to Yang. Left wing jumper, couldn't connect. Rebound for 6 Eyes, courtesy of Jan Celis. Celis trapped at the coffin corner. Celis releases it to Beal. Beal, 15 on the shot clock. They go to Franco Gallardo, who misses the turnaround. And a foul called against 6 Eyes, and it's on Jan Celis. Eight minutes and change remaining here in the first half. Jimini Whole Pizza patient here on their offense. They go to Yang. Giant steps. Misses on that baby hook. Beal attacking to the front court. Beal spins. Met the brick wall. Had to send it out to Santos. Shot clock down to 14. Jan Celis opens up a 3 but misses. Daniel Cruz, forward pass. And Antonio Yang in transition for that right-handed finish. 10-point advantage for Jimini Whole Pizza once more. Santos to Gallardo down low. Gallardo couldn't get that shot to trickle in. Here comes Jimini Whole Pizza. They go to Yang, who lost the basketball, but foul called against Franco Gallardo. It's going to be a baseline inbound here for Jimini Whole Pizza with, I believe, 14 on their shot clock. Daniel Cruz out and returning to the ball game. As you see the floater. And it's good for Jimini Whole Pizza. 24-12. It's a 12-point advantage. A new biggest lead, by the way, for Jimini Whole Pizza in this match. Beal with 12 to shoot now. Beal from straight away, left it short. Here comes the counter attack by Jimini Whole Pizza, a miss by Antonio Yang. Second try here for Joshua Boo. Oh, and that reverse layup rejected by Anton Santos. That was a great attempt though for Bafi Akot. Corner 3 on the way. John Cuevas misses it. Second try missed by Bafi Akot. They go back to John Cuevas, and Bailey Akot gets fouled off that extra pass. It will be 2 from the line for Jimini Whole Pizza as we are nearing the halfway mark of the second period. Bailey Akot short arms that first free throw. Akot goes 1 for 2. Beal now to the front court for 6 Eyes. Beal rises for 3 and buries it for 6 Eyes. 13-point lead now down to 10 for Jimini Whole Pizza. Yang sends it back to Bailey Sakot. They go back to Antonio Yang. Long two off to the left. Beal lost the basketball, and that's Joshua Boo feeding the ball to Yang. And nice find to Bafi Akot downstairs. 12-point advantage once more for Jimini Whole Pizza. Beal, series of moves, double teamed, sends it out to the corner. Now they go downstairs. Franco Gallardo strong arms that jumper. Bafi Akot recovers the loose ball, feeds Bailey Sakot, and the step through right-handed finish for Bailey Sakot. And by the way, an interested spectator in the audience right now is Coach Bujing Akot, watching his son play. Nice find to Yang from Bailey's Akot for that inside hand finish. 4 minutes and 13 left here in the second period. 31-15, a 16-point advantage for Jimini Whole Pizza as we take a look at this EcoOil replay. Bailey's Akot, nice find to Antonio Yang for that inside hand finish. Four minutes and 12 remaining before we hit the halftime break. Jimini Whole Pizza has taken advantage of this one since the late stages of the first quarter, and this advantage starting to grow. Now at 16 points, 31-15 against 6 Ice. Yang kicks it out, and the jumper won't go through for Bafi Akot. Here comes Beal. Spins. Changes speed and direction. Gets fouled on the way up. 3 minutes and 32 left here in the second, and Beal will go to the line for 2 shots. Jordan Beal, the 4th leading scorer for 6 Ice at 12.5 points per ball game. 3rd leading rebounder at 7.5 a ball game. Also averaging 2.5 assists. Beal makes a second, and that cuts their deficit down to 15. 31-16 is our count as we are down to the last minute. 3 minutes and 22 of the first half. Bailey Sakot misses that baseline jumper. Franco Gallardo hustles for that loose ball. Here comes Beal. Rack attack against 2 white shirts, and Beal gets rejected by Bafi Akot. And now Lawrence. And great catch coming off that pass from Bailey Sakot. 33-16. Franco Gallardo at the high post. Sends it out to Jerry Rabano. And that high archer 3-pointer was iron deficient. Yang goes downhill. Yang too sharp on that floater. 6 Ice having a hard time crossing the timeline. Mabasa had his pocket picked by Luke Pamintuan, and Luke Pamintuan says, "See you later." 35-16 is our count, heading into the final 2 minutes of the second. Beal sends it out to Mabaza. They swing it to Jerry Rabano. Back to Mabaza, and a take foul called against Bailey Sakot as he will check out of the ball game, replaced by Robert Monsayak. And we also see the entry of Matthew Tan replacing Antonio Yang. Minute and 45 left in the period. Gallardo misses that long two. Long rebound recovered by Joshua Lawrence. Luke Pamintuan sends it out to Matthew Tan. Now they send it to the corner. Jumper missed by Bafiakot. They go back to Bafiakot with 12 on the shot clock. Robert Monsayak slaloms through the defense like an Olympic skier and makes that floater count. 37-16. As we are heading to the final minute of the second period. Mabaza. Rabano. Now they go to Gallardo. Gallardo tries to make that find down low. Long two from the baseline. Jose Burgos knocks it in. 37-18 in favor of Jimini Whole Pizza. 40 seconds left. Here's a drive. Monsayak gets the 2+1. Foul called against Franco Gallardo. And very much surprised after getting that foul called against him. Bonus foul shot on the way for Robert Monsayak. Monsayak, the second leading scorer for Jimini Whole Pizza this season. 10.5 points a ball game. To go along with 5.5 rebounds, but misses the bonus free throw. Julian Soloria slowing things down. The up and under move missed by Kenneth Tamayo. On the reset, a foul called against Jimini Whole Pizza. Kenneth Tamayo will head to the line for 2 shots. .9 seconds left here in the first half. And Kenneth Tamayo badly misses on that second free throw. Shot clock is off for Jimini Whole Pizza with 9. They swing it out to Lawrence. Straight away 3. Off to the right. 2 seconds left. And it's recovered by Jimini Whole Pizza. Not enough time. And that will end the first half of action. Jimini Whole Pizza leading 6 Eyes by 20 points. 39-19. Don't go anywhere. We got second half of action coming your way here in the 26 EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League, presented by Smart Sports and co-presented by Puso Pilipinas. Second half of action now underway in this battle between Jimini Whole Pizza and 6 Eyes here in the 26 EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League, presented by Smart Sports, co-presented by Puso Pilipinas, also brought to you by Feel Great System, Frankie's New York Buffalo Wings, Jerry's Grill, Titan, Blue Fire LPG, and Star Margarine. Organized by Kings of the Court and Sports Plus PH in partnership with the LaSalle Green Hills Alumni Association. Group 9 action pitting These two squads, Jimini Whole Pizza staking their undefeated record at 2-0, while Six Eyes trying to win their second straight match here in this early on in the season, as we're closing window 1 of our elimination round. Once again, this is Diego Del Paz bringing you the action from the Upper Deck Sports Center, Pasig City. As we take a look at the first half stats. During the first half, Jimini Whole Pizza shooting 46% from the field, while Six Eyes not too far behind, 30% shooting. But both teams not shooting the ball well from beyond the arc. 1 out of 9 for Jimini, while Six Eyes shooting 1 for 7. Rebounding battle squarely won by Jimini, 27-15, and so is the assist battle, 13-6. Also, Jimini forcing 8 steals against Six Eyes, and Six Eyes turning the ball over 11 times, resulting into 12 points off turnovers for Jimini Whole Pizza. Bench points 14-4, and that is how Jimini Whole Pizza was able to make the breakaway in the late stages of the first quarter, and also fast break points 19-0 in favor of Jimini. They really love to run that that fast break, leading to those transition points. Leading scorers so far for both teams. For Jimini Whole Pizza, that's Monsayak with 13, Lawrence with 8, and I believe there's Bailey's Akot with 6 points. While for Six Eyes, they're led by Beal with 8, Tamayo with 3, and Franco Gallardo with 2. And now Beal attacking against 4 defenders on him, but tapped from behind by Luke Pamintuan. As we go back to live action, that's a traveling violation coming off that inbound, and it's against Kenneth Tamayo. 18-point advantage here for Jimini Whole Pizza. Corner 3 on the way. Not bingo time, unfortunately, for John Cuevas. No numbers here for Julian Soloria. Decides to retreat. Gave it up here to Rabano. Now back to Beal, their main man here. Beal gets a screen from Anton Santos. Drives left, but the door shut on him by 2 defenders. Oh, and what a block! And John Cuevas says, get that weak stuff out of here. And that's a shot clock violation called against Six Eyes. Not aware that the shot clock did not reset after that inbound. Two and a half minutes gone by here in the third quarter. De Castro, straightaway 3, hits the lip of the rim. Second try, won't go through for Antonio Yang, but there was some contact called against Six Eyes. 2 from the line here for Antonio Yang. First free throw is in. Yang hits both. Now with 6 points, 4 rebounds in this ball game. Six Eyes now trying to find any sort of hope at the moment, especially that they're facing a tough Jimini Whole Pizza squad. Keyhole jumper won't go through for Burgos. He gets his own miss. Santos tries to go glass to no avail. Beal recovers the ball for a third opportunity. Launches the 3. Wheels it and deals it for Six Eyes. 42-25 is our count. Daniel Cruz. It will stay with Jimini Whole Pizza with 15 on their shot clock. Baseline inbound here for the white shirts, but Franco Gallardo will make a re-entry here, replacing Anton Santos to add some size and some mobility here for Six Eyes. Yang straightaway 3, iron deficient, and goes out of bounds. Jan Celis also returning for 6 eyes in this ball game, as they're trying to find anything and probably anything to get them back into the ball game. And Franco Gallardo gets the feed from Jordan Beal. And we got a timeout on the floor with 5:39 remaining in the third quarter. 6 eyes starting to chip away at this deficit. Let's take a look at that last sequence once again through our EcoOil replay. Franco Gallardo open down low. Action returns from the Upper Deck Sports Center in Pasig City as we are getting deeper into the Sunday night here in the 26 EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League. The final match in our featured game of the week. 3 on the way for Jimini Whole Pizza coming off that last timeout. Robert Munsayak missing it. And now 6 eyes trying to make comeback, though a slow dirge, as Beal straightaway 3 hits the back of the rim. Joshua Boo gives it up. Turnover given up there by Sean De Castro. Julian Soloria now to Beal. Beal makes his move, goes downhill, gives up to Gallardo. He makes the extra pass. They go back to Gallardo with 10 on the shot clock, and he loses the handle. Munsayak going for the downhill attack, and Robert Munsayak with the right-handed finish. 44-27. Steal forced by Joshua Boo. And Munsayak cherry picking right there. 4 straight points. And we got players, starting to get heated up here. And looks like our referees have... Looks like the referees have had enough of the silly games between some of these players here. Some of these players are giving some sweet nothings earlier. So we are down to the final 4 minutes of the third quarter. Beal feeds it down low to Gallardo. Nice extra pass. A little too strong though for Jose Burgos off the glass. Munsayak goes downhill, drops it off. Oh, and one step too many for Joshua Boo. And it's a traveling violation. Beal. Oh, and there's a foul on that pass headed Jan Celis' way. And that's just the second team foul for Jimini Whole Pizza here in the third quarter. Gallardo makes his move. Couldn't get the soft touch to roll in. Lucky break for 6 eyes as Bailey Sakot could not keep it inbound. Now Gallardo drops it off the window and in for Jose Burgos. Under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Rafi Akot couldn't get that jumper to drop. Celis lost control of the basketball, but De Castro could not save the ball from going out of bounds. We got another ceasefire on the floor with 2 minutes and 30 remaining here in the third quarter. And don't go away, we got more action after this break. 2 minutes and 24 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Six Eyes trying to find everything, and possibly they will throw everything, including the kitchen sink right here, just to make a comeback. And the shot clock is off. Oh, it's already expired. But, oh. It's a... Here comes the attack, the counter attack here for Jimini Whole Pizza. 48-29 is our count. As we are down to the final minute and 50 seconds of the third period. Our score, by the way, 48-29 in favor of Jimini Whole Pizza. Yang oversteps, fires and fades but misses. De Castro sends it over to Bailey Sakot. Akot uses that Yang screen. Shot clock down to 6. De Castro fakes the shot, drives closer, floater, and it trickles in. Courtesy of Sean De Castro, extending this advantage to 21, a blackjack lead for Jimini Whole Pizza. Blocking foul called as Jordan Beal tried to evade that Jimini Whole Pizza defense. Jancelis feeds Gallardo. Yang with the rejection. Gallardo does not give up on the play, but overshoots the mark on the second try. Bailey Sakot feeds the ball down low to Yang. Yang loses control of the leather. Shot clock down to 15. Munsayak rises for 3. 1, 2, 3. 53-29. Jimini Whole Pizza in firm control of this one. 45.5 seconds left here in the third quarter. Two-for-one opportunity right here for Jimini Whole Pizza. It's Sean De Castro. They swing it over to Munsayak. Munsayak drives closer, drops it off for Yang. One-hander. Rolls out of the rim. And a turnover right here by Six Eyes. It will be 18 seconds on the shot clock here for Jimini Whole Pizza. De Castro sends it over to Munsayak. Misses the heat check from beyond the arc. Last shot time for Six Eyes. Beal sends it over. But Bailey Sakot, great read of the passing lane. But his Hail Mary hits the ceiling. After 3, Jimini Whole Pizza leading Six Eyes 53-29. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with fourth quarter of action shortly here in the 26th EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League, presented by Smart Sports and co-presented by Puso Pilipinas. This is the 26th EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League, presented by Smart Sports and co-presented by Puso Pilipinas. Also brought to you by Feel Great System, Frankie's New York Buffalo Wings, Jerry's Grill, Titan, Blue Fire LPG, and Star Margarine. Organized by Kings of the Court and Sports Plus PH in partnership with the LaSalle Green Hills Alumni Association. We are down to the final 10 minutes of action. And with the way things are going for Jimini Whole Pizza, they are that much time, they are 9 minutes and 37 away from getting an undefeated record heading into window 2 of our elimination round here in the One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League. This is Diego Del Paz bringing you the action from the Upper Deck Sports Center in Pasig City, as Beal goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line to start our fourth quarter of action. Pamintuan, straightaway 3, too strong. Beal with the rebound. Beal slaloming through the defense. Double teamed. No man's land, and a steal completed by Bafi Akot, and that will be a turnover for Jimini Whole Pizza. Daniel Cruz re-entering the ball game for Bafi Akot. Under 9 minutes left in the ball game. Shot clock down to 12 for Six Eyes. They go to Julian Soloria. Soloria kicks it out for Rabano. Shot clock down to 4. Beal for 3. Iron deficient, and it goes out of bounds. Eight and a half to go here in this payoff period. Pamintuan directing traffic. Now they go to Bailey Sakot. They go back to Pamintuan. They swing it to the left wing. De Castro, elbow 3! And it's bingo time for Jimini Whole Pizza. 56-29. Tamayo trying to answer back. Too strong. Daniel Cruz with the rebound. Cruz gives it up. Pamintuan. Now they send it over to Daniel Cuevas. Few dribbles. Misses that floater completely. Now Beal on the counter attack. Beal going downhill. Cruz the brick wall, and he gets called for a blocking foul. Baseline inbound here for Six Eyes with 14 on their shot clock. But before that, we got a couple of swaps here. Joshua Boo returning, replacing Sean De Castro, and the duo of Franco Gallardo together with Jose Bon Burgos re-entering for Six Eyes. Gallardo off the bench overshoots the mark on the floater, and here's the getaway. And Luke Pamintuan says, "See you later." 58-29 in what has been a lopsided affair since late in the first quarter. 6 minutes and 53 remaining. Gallardo. Shot clock down to 7. Julian Soloria trying to evade his defender. Burgos for 3. Misses it as the shot clock expired. Bailey Sakot from inside the keyhole swishes it in. And it's now a 31-point advantage. A calendar month lead for Jimini Whole Pizza. Beal for 3. Another air ball. And it goes out of bounds. .601 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And John Daniel Cuevas gets his name in the scoring column for Jimini Whole Pizza as this game is starting to wind down. Shot clock at 10 now for Six Eyes. Gallardo trying to go deep. This one hits the heel of the rim. Cruz trying to go deep there, and Pamintuan. Yang tried to drive to the basket, but there's a whistle on the play. It's going to be a turnover for Jimini Whole Pizza. And Six Eyes trying to make this at least a respectable finish. If they could not make a final push here. Gallardo throws the ball away. And in the words of the Beatles, it's been a hard day's night for Six Eyes as they came off that lopsided victory over Darwin before the Holy Week break, but now they are on the other side of the coin and facing this huge deficit against Jimini Whole Pizza, the still undefeated team here in Group 9, and that's a straightaway 3 courtesy of Luke Pamintuan. 65-29. Gallardo feeds the ball down low, and even that wouldn't go in for Six Eyes. Joshua Boo, he tried to feed it to Daniel Cruz, but stolen away by Six Eyes. Celis, elbow 3, couldn't connect. Lawrence gives it to Boo. Boo for 3, left it short. Long rebound, Franco Gallardo. And here comes Julian Soloria. Soloria spins, goes downhill, floater off the window, and he will earn a trip to the line. We're down to the final 3 minutes and 32 of the ball game. Jerry Rabano re-enters the ball game for Anton Santos. Soloria at the line for 2. Hits the first of 2 free throws. A sour evening for him. Only 3 points after that split from the foul line. Soloria couldn't make it 5 for the night. 3 minutes and 20 left here in the final quarter. Pamintuan now to Cruz for 3. In and out. Yang resets the play. Oh, they tried to go to Lawrence, but nutmegs him. And now Six Eyes off and running. Off the window. The shot is up and in for Jan Celis. As we are down to the midnight hours of this battle. 65-32 for Jimini Whole Pizza, as they are that much time away from sealing win number 3. And speaking of threes, that was Luke Pamintuan hitting the 3 ball. 68-32. Julian Soloria drops it off to Gallardo. Post and kick, but a bad miss there from Jerry Rabano. Cruz downstairs to Joshua Lawrence, who misses from down low. 2 minutes and 15 left, and the jumper won't go in for Jose Burgos. Yang feeds Lawrence, who misses it. And Jiminy Whole Pizza 2 minutes away from getting that 3-0 record. About to join LSGH Batch 2005. DLS CSB players only, one of the defending champions this season among a host of others, heading into window number 2 with a 3-0 record, unblemished so far here in the 26th EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League. Seconds about to tick away here as Jiminy Whole Pizza still raffling off those threes. That one from Antonio Yang. Couple of swaps here for Six Eyes as they empty their bench. Celis thought about that elbow 3. Shot clock at 12. Another rainbow 3-point attempt, airballed by Jerry Rabano. By my personal tally, that's his 3rd airball of the match as we head into the final minute of play. One Once again, this is Tiago De La Paz, your commentator for the night. As we see Daniel Cruz with that victory cigar 3-point shot. I think it will be an easy pick for our best player of the ball game. None other than Robert Munsayak. 20 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal as our best player of the ball game. But of course, we have to give commendations here to the likes of Bailey Sakot, who had 5 points, 4 rebounds, as well as Bafi Akot with 8 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist with 1 steal. As time ticks away, and it's official, Jimini Whole Pizza winning over 6i 74-35 to conclude our featured matches here on pusop.com. Your game, your community. This your 26 EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League presented by Smart Sports, co-presented by Puso Pilipinas. As we take a look at some of that 3-pointer earlier, knocked in by Jimini Whole Pizza. And that's your final. Jimini Whole Pizza winning 74-35. And on behalf of the hardworking staff here at Kings of the Court, my name is Tiago De La Paz, signing off for now, and we bid you good night from the beautiful city of Pasig.